Hello, my name is Jonathan Vergara. I'm here on behalf of myself, Kiyoshi Perkins, and Nicole Schettler to show you a level from our game, American Contender. Now, in this game, the player is dropped into the Blastodome, a virtual reality like world that is neon soaked and based off of the world and appearances of the late 80s, early 90s show American Gladiators. So, much like in that game, you will be running across a battlefield as balls are shot at you out of a cannon. Your goal as the player is to pick up a key, unlock a door, and get through that door before you run out of time or run out of lives. Now, I'm going to walk you through a bit of the game here in just a second, but right now we are on the pause menu. That is because it is the only screen that doesn't have music in the background. That was done intentionally for right now so that I have a place to talk to you without distractions, but we hope to add some music in later on as we develop the game even more past what we've done for this assignment. You can see here on the pause menu there are three buttons. The resume button, which will of course resume the game. I'll show you that right now. If you press P, it will allow you to pause the game. You can also pause with escape, but that won't work in Unreal. It'll exit us out of the game, so we won't do that right now. You can see we also have the main menu button here. And you can notice that as you highlight over these buttons, they do change to indicate that they are being highlighted. When you push them, you'll notice that they do highlight green as well to indicate that they have been clicked. The quit button, of course, quits the game, which we're not going to do right now because I'm still showing it to you. And main menu will, of course, take you to the main menu. So let's do that. You can see here on our main menu, we have another one of these buttons here, as well as some art featuring yours truly, and a song sung by me as well. If we press start, it brings us to the next three options here. So again, we have our quit button, which will take us to our desktop. We have our credits button, which when we push it, will bring up a set of credits that have the three people that worked on this project, as well as Nathan Schettler, who helped us make the art that you see in the background here for our game. You can click on the back button, it will bring you back. We have our start button here, which will bring up three different difficulties. I'm going to show you beginner first. I'll show you what happens in a death animation, and I'll also show you intermediate and expert briefly. So let's go into beginner here. You can see as the game starts out, you are dropped into the Blastodome. You can see we have this kind of grid-based pattern that we thought really captured the aesthetic really well. The cannon is firing at us, as well as the barriers here to block some of the cannon fire. Here you will move behind these barriers to try to protect yourself, grabbing this key along the way. After that, you'll go back through the barriers here. Now, we are still working on play testing the barriers. We want to have a few people play to let us know what they think. Do they think the barriers are too close, too far apart? Is the cannon fire not fast enough? Is it not far enough? Things like that. So we are planning on still play testing this before we would build it into something more, but we'll go from there. You can see that Nicole did an excellent job of building these blocks that we can use very easily and quickly create new barriers and things like that. So not a problem to do that. We'll just easily dash between these barriers. Give it a second here. Wait for the timing and run. Okay. We can climb up this ladder here. Sorry, a little bit of chugging there on my system. That is... Oh, sorry. My computer is lagging. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. We can unlock the door. That normally doesn't happen. It's just because of that lag spike there. I lost control for a second. You can also lower this elevator to bring you down, which isn't a huge thing here in beginner, but it does become more important in intermediate and expert. I'm going to try something a little bit risky here. I'm going to try to rush forward here, try to dodge. There we go. And wait on the timing and run. With that, you did see that as I got hit, I did lose health. Oh, I might die here in a second. And we run to the end. And there we go. With 9 whole seconds to spare. So, as you can see on our win screen, it will show you that you are in fact an American contender. It will have the amount of time that you have left here. We think that that'll be a good feature if people choose to speedrun it in the future. And you can see behind my face here, there's a main menu button. It looks exactly like the main menu button. I apologize. I'll have to move my camera there for you to see it, which might mess up the record. So I'll refrain, but you can see the top of it right here. It follows the same pattern. If it's purple, you can click it, and if it's clicked, it will turn green. It'll bring you to the main menu. Let's go into intermediate. I'll show you some of the differences there. So in intermediate, you can see we have moved the cannon, so it is more centrally located, and there is a second cannon, which you might be able to spy back there. It becomes more obvious as you run up to it. You might also notice that there are less barriers for you to hide behind, making it a little bit harder for you to get through this first area. In easy, getting through these barriers is just that, very easy, but it's less so much on intermediate. Now, when we go over here, let me show you what happens if you die. I'll run over to this cannon, have it shoot me till I die. It will bring up this screen here where it says American, more like Americant, and you can click to either return to the main menu or to quit. We're going to return to the main menu here. I'm going to show you the game crashing, apparently. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little bit of an issue there where Unreal crashed on me. So let me show you what our advanced screen looks like here, our expert level. If you come in, you can see that there are now 3 cannons, as well as a even further reduced number of barriers. You can see that now these barrier placements become all the more important. For example, I can use that yellow one to block the incoming balls before I run for the key over there. So that is American Contender. We thank you very much for the time that you took to experience our level. If you'd like to play it, we'd be happy to send you the prototype for that. We really enjoyed making it. It really shows you a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. Things like the footsteps sounds, or making sure that music triggers at the same time, or even making sure that the boxes around buttons don't appear incorrectly, things like that. So we're very pleased at the way the game came out. We think that the level is great and has a lot of potential. Again, we would like to have people play test it so we can kind of see what we can improve. You know, should we slide the barriers around? Should we make the cannons faster, shoot farther, things like that? And who knows, maybe in the future this level will be blown out and fleshed out into a whole new game franchise. Who knows? At any rate, thank you again for watching. We appreciate it. If you do have any questions, please let us know. And if not, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working on the game, and we look forward to our next project. See you later. Bye-bye.